Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First carry for the versatile backcourt, Darrell Patterson. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Across midfield to the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Woodson to the air. Got Washington. It's complete. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains. Keep driving that defense backwards.
Keep going.
Here we go.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They put Austin in motion left. Fields on first down. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 4 coming up now. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's going to be called Washington. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Dicker connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a low point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. And he gets it here to start the drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. This is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target,
45 yards. This looks considerably further. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
All right now, let's get in that end.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Carried by Harris here, start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. Gets this one to Harris. This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers working here. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game. That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big
Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. Don't jump. Ready?
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down throw for Fields. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, really importantly as a check and pocket on short throws.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A 5-yard gain on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Hey, let's make some good calls, offense.
Dicker connects there. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not.
Personal foul.
3
Roughing
points.
a kicker. Defense.
So that one on the defense and declined, and that brings us to halftime. Let's head to Orlando for our
penalty is
halftime
declined.
reports and Jonathan Coachman. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate. We'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Matthew Stafford leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Jalen Hurts, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate? These two teams making their final